friends, it's Vikki with Mindful Minute and Vikki Rude Coaching. And today's reading from the Book of Awakening is April 23rd, and it's about playing small. I'm a little nervous about this one. There will never be an us if I play small. Sharon Preiss. In Dante's Divine Comedy, the only difference between the lovers who find themselves enduring hell and the lovers working their way through paradise is that those in hell have no individual center. And so they spin in endless identification with each other. Hard as it is, we cannot shrink from our relationships, or we simply become an audience or gopher for the dominant partner or friend. Like most of us, I have struggled with this my whole life, fearful of what might happen if I actually voice my concerns and needs, surprised that doing so, while not always easy or pleasant, always enables me to be myself more fully. Then, not by chance, I'm always more able to feel and see the world around me. I bring more to the scene and am revitalized more readily by my daily experience. The great philosopher Martin Buber, who believed that God is most deeply known through relationship, spoke to the heart of this paradox. He said that before there can be a true relationship, there must be two separate beings who can relate. Most of our life experience bears this out. Unless we work to be ourselves, we can never truly know others or the numinous world we live in. Okay, and the activities are: as you breathe, do not disappear. Sit quietly, and as you inhale, realize that the expansion of your spirit is what knows the world. During your day, when feeling small, inhale slowly and present yourself again to all that is around you. And this whole concept of playing small and being the chameleon to everybody else was a way of life. And I never understood why my relationships felt so unfulfilling or so confusing. And it was because I wasn't bringing myself to the table. I was just being what I thought other people wanted me to be. And I talk about this a lot. I thought what they thought. So I didn't even know that that's what they wanted me to be. I just created in my mind what that person might want. So silly and so unfulfilling. And I really think that as I've learned and discovered more of who I am much more able to come fully to any relationship that I'm in, to be there and to feel like I've earned a space, like I am allowed to exist, like I've learned to have an opinion and feel welcome. And the part of this about, he said that before there can be a true relationship, there must be two separate beings who can relate. And that's so important. Most of our life experience bears this out. Unless we work to be ourselves, we can never truly know others or the numinous world we live in. And I think that for me, being who I am and being brave and courageous, that it's okay. And it goes back to one of my favorite books, the agreements, the 4 agreements. This is the one with the 5th agreement, but don't take anything personally. Be impeccable with your word. Always do your best. And what's the last one? Why can't I think of it? Always do your best. Don't take anything personally. Okay, be impeccable with your word. Don't take anything personally. Don't make assumptions. And that's just how I lived. I made assumptions on what I thought you wanted. And I think I've always had a sense of reading body language very well. And I think it was a a learned behavior. So I knew when to talk, when to not talk, when to do this, when to not do this. I learned how to keep things even, but I was never bringing anything to the table with any kind of passion and fire and enhancement. I was just there. So, and then the last one is always do your best. So I am extremely grateful for Mark Nepo and his writing and his reminder of don't play small, be who I am, just take space. I'm not too big or too little, I just am, just like you. You're not too much or too little, you just are you, and you deserve to have a space in this world, in your relationships. And if you don't feel like you can, dig into that, see why, figure that out, because once you do, your relationships flourish. When you don't, you're just kind of, I don't know. It's kind of like a fake fireplace. You're burning, but you're not really crackling and existing and living and breathing, you know? I mean, I love fake fireplaces, don't get me wrong, but there's something about a real fire that is life. Fire, that life fire. So that's all I have today. I hope you have a beautiful and wonderful day. I gave myself my first quarantine haircut. I hope I didn't do too bad. I think I did okay. There's a couple spots in back that I think might need a little evening out. But yeah, I did the big no-no. I cut the hair. Oh man. Well, I hope you have a beautiful day. Don't cut your hair. I don't recommend it unless you want to have fun. I mean, it is fun. It was fun. A little scary at one point, but hair grows back, right? Um, be wonderful, be kind, be safe, and be good to yourself and others today. Namaste.